Welcome back to the WACK
Hi.
podcast. Okay, we're redoing it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the WACK podcast. I am Meredith Haddock, and this is
Spencer Cook.
And today we're going to be coming to you guys with some hot, steamy topics. We wanted to really just start the podcast off with something strong, and we were talking about. Joe Biden's in office now, and Trump was in office for 4 years, and we're seeing a lot of laws and bills and things like that being considered and passed, and it brought us to a discussion. We were talking to Connor on set here, talking about weird laws around the world.
Are we just jumping into it?
So
we have stuff we gotta say.
What do we have to say?
We have to thank our cast and crew.
Thank you all. We're talking about Christy, Grant, Kate,
Elizabeth,
Dylan, Connor, Elizabeth,
Kate, Grant. We love you guys.
We do. We really do.
Really like Nick Blair.
Big
we love
hearts.
you. We literally couldn't be here if you actually physically weren't here.
Yes, Nick is a big part of this podcast because without his presence, our podcast would not exist.
No,
so it's very good.
It really wouldn't.
As well.
So that's what we're doing. But also, we hope you guys had a good weekend, and we are going to talk about illegal activity.
Illegal, big, bad.
I'm talking
activity.
about jail time.
Big jail time.
Okay?
Yep.
Like if you get caught sleeping with your donkey in a bathtub past 7 p.m., jail.
You're
done.
done.
You are womp womp
That's
done.
womp,
Like
womp to
so
the womp.
bad.
Done.
Get in jail. Okay, so we are going to be talking about really, really strange laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we're also probably going to move into topics that we'll just probably make up on the spot because that's
just how it's gonna go.
really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So go for it. What are some and this can be United States and also just in general around the world. So let's talk about it. I have some that are beautiful. Connor, Christy, and Pate has sent me some.
Do you want to go first then, since you have such a
have
plethora
so
of...
many.
Holy cow, you have like 40.
I have so many.
Thank you, Connor.
Yes, thank you, Connor. I have like 23 messages.
That's insane.
You cannot die without a pre-purchased burial plot in part of France.
They literally just put a block on death. You can't die in France.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
you're looking to be immortal.
It's illegal to build a
That's pretty crazy.
sandcastle in Spain.
Why? See,
Do you
okay,
know why?
we need reasons. Why? Like, I need to look up.
Let me go back to the
Why
Yeah.
is it illegal?
Well, let's
to
talk about
build
it. Why do you think
a
it's illegal?
sandcastle in
Do you think
Spain?
like children are like?
I think they were definitely
da-da-da-da-da,
putting.
and
They
then
were
just
putting.
handcuffs?
They were putting dead bodies in the sandcastles. I think that's what it was. I mean, it's Spain, so I don't know what that means because I've never been to Spain.
Just dead bodies.
Nor am I culturally aware of what Spain is like. So the dead bodies.
Neither
is
have I.
definitely
I've never been to Spain.
What?
You must honk when passing a car in New Jersey?
Okay. I found the sandcastle. The sandcastle? It says sandcastles are not allowed at the seacoast in some tourist locations in Spain because they limit the view.
Oh.
So apparently they're either
grand?
that grand or there are a lot of midget tourists in Spain.
Like
those are the only-
311, just be like, "Ugh,
They're like, dude,
trying to see
they're like,
the dolphins.
I literally can't see anything
Yes, just like a
over your
sandcastle.
sandcastle. Like this is what they walk around like this and like pulling
Tell me
themselves
how
up
you
on the
really
table.
feel. You
That's
messed
how
up
they
your
really
mic.
feel. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. That's so weird.
That is really weird, yeah.
It's illegal to kill Bigfoot in British Columbia, Canada.
Well, he hasn't been found
You
yet.
don't believe in Bigfoot.
I didn't say that. I just said he hasn't been
You
found.
don't believe in Bigfoot.
No.
Bigfoot is real. Who believes in Bigfoot in this room?
Yeah, nobody raised their hands. If you
He's real. He has to
not
be real.
No, he's not.
He has to be real. Are you kidding me?
Cap.
What?
It is. Yeah,
Cap?
Thank you.
No, it's
Yeah.
not Cap. Bigfoot is real. Are you kidding me? Married women can only have one glass of wine in Bolivia?
Yeah, Bolivia.
Are you serious?
I don't blame that one. Have you seen a woman after she has a glass of wine in her?
One glass.
I don't know. Lightweights.
There's a difference between one bottle.
Women are different with alcohol. Women are crazy.
am not.
You would know. Don't you love wine?
I do.
Isn't that just and she's
I do.
legal. She can drink it.
I am 21.
For everybody wondering,
I am
I'm
21.
not. She is.
But after one glass, I'm fine. But after maybe
really
like 4 or
weird.
5, that's when it's like, okay. And it's testing the food on my stomach.
See, I don't know what you mean by that.
Can I elaborate on that?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So it also says in this article that a husband could actually divorce her if she is drinking in public if he feels the need.
Wow.
Way.
And
I can
the reason
divorce.
all of this is due to the belief that alcohol can make a woman more immoral.
It's true.
But she's married.
But it makes her more immoral. There you go. She's done for. Apparently in that state, whatever state that was.
That's Bolivia. It's a country.
Well, to flip the script, I know we're talking about women and marriage and alcohol, and I just want to talk about something pretty closely related to that, pickles. So, in Connecticut, a pickle must be able to bounce. It's illegal if a pickle cannot bounce when
In
you
the
drop
state
it.
of Connecticut.
And this is why. So this is a law that Connecticut farmers had to deal with. In 1948, 2 men were arrested for selling pickles that were unfit for human consumption. So they were discussing ways to check the pickles for like goodness or like I don't know, what's it called when you can
Like-
eat something like quality?
Yeah,
right?
quality. Yeah.
And if it bounces, it's good to eat. If it does not bounce, you can't eat it. And apparently 2 men were arrested and fined because their pickles didn't bounce. That is crazy.
Can we get a jar of pickles? I really want to see a pickle
Right now.
bounce.
Boom,
right
watch
now.
this. I just edited one in right there on the table. That's crazy. And now it's gone.
Grant,
because
go to
I
camera 3.
I don't want to have to edit in 3 different shots.
Ready?
Please don't
3,
make me
2, 1.
Now I got to add it in again.
Pickle bounce.
I had to
Yay.
put 3 different jars of pickles for 3 different shots. Y'all are killing me.
It's illegal for just chicken to cross the road in Georgia.
I didn't hear a word you said. You did not. You got to pronounce that. Enunciate vowels.
It's illegal
Okay.
for your chicken to cross the road
road.
in the state of Georgia. Georgia.
Weird.
Georgia.
That's weird.
Why? Why a chicken? Why? Is it because of the story? Is it
No.
because of the story when
There's
the
no
chicken
way.
crosses the road
There's
to
no
save
way.
the world? Are they afraid that if that chicken crosses the road in the state of Georgia, he will get rid of every problem in the United States of America?
Yeah.
Politics, economy, debt,
Yeah, it's all on the
climate
shoulders
change,
of that
COVID,
chicken, yeah.
every problem if that chicken crosses the road. That's what it is. That's what I
pretty
believe.
crazy.
Men cannot wear strapless gowns in the state of Florida. So you're screwed.
I am screwed, especially if I go to Florida. No more strapless gowns. Get this, in Iowa, this is stupid. This is a dumb law. Be honest, I'm gonna, at the people at home watching and viewing, be
And
honest with me.
listening on
Raise your
Spotify.
hand if you think this is a dumb law, okay? In Iowa, you can't throw a brick onto a highway.
Why?
Is that not the dumbest law ever?
well,
you know?
well, you gotta think about
Because
it.
now
Like
I can't
a
throw
brick,
bricks onto the highway.
Well, a brick is like pretty like hefty. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
you don't understand that I was being severely sarcastic there.
Like that could like harm people.
There were people in North Carolina that threw a rock off a bridge onto a highway and it killed people. Like it wasn't even a big rock. It went through somebody's windshield and killed them. So of course you can't throw a brick up a highway. That was a completely, that was a Holy crap,
Okay,
Meredith.
I gotta pull myself together for the listeners being like, Meredith,
You are.
shut up.
It's okay. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a surprise pizza because it's considered harassment. You can suffer a $500 fine if you send a pizza to somebody without asking them.
In Louisiana,
Yeah, just Louisiana.
can we send Joe Burrow a pizza, please?
Can I please send somebody a pizza? Send me Louisiana addresses, and I'll send it to. Because I'm not in the state of Louisiana, so I can technically call down there, order the pizza, send it to somebody's house, and they can't find me because I'm not in their jurisdiction, right?
Random Louisiana addresses.
Don't please.
Got
Don't start
one.
reading them. Don't read them off. Don't read them off. We can't do that.
I
We
got
can't
him.
do that.
Can we call and order a pizza?
No, not right now. We're not breaking laws in Louisiana on the
Aw.
podcast. Not tonight. Not
This
tonight.
is funny. Connor and I were talking about this. Registering as married at a hotel makes it legal in North Carolina.
Yeah, you're like legally married. Is that not crazy?
Oh my God.
Ben, if me and you get a hotel room, we're legally married.
Wait, you're not already?
And this,
No,
saucy.
sorry.
Oh
I'm
my.
sorry.
Ooh, papi chulo.
Happy. Oh.
That's really crazy because like now I gotta take my crush to a hotel and be like, yeah, we're married, and it's surprise, Shawty, like it's true. Oh my God, are you okay? Okay, so we're gonna take an intermission. Now we're gonna hear a word from our Ben.
We now have a title for this episode.
That is a word from our Ben. Thank
Holy
you, Ben.
cow, that hurt.
Actually, we scheduled the program.
Oh my God. That
you
is
okay?
crazy. In
Are you-
Nebraska, you can't get married without a beat. I don't miss a beat. In Nebraska, you can't get married if you have a venereal disease,
A what disease?
an STD.
Oh.
That really sucks. That would suck. That sucks for everybody with an STD. They can't get married
I know
in
what that
Nebraska.
meant.
That sucks.
Everybody. Well, I mean,
Raise your hand if you have an STD. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. I don't want to know. That's gross. That's gross, guys.
it's illegal to wear lacy undies in Russia.
Like lace, like lingerie, sort
Like
of?
lingerie.
Okay. That's really weird.
That is kind of weird.
pretty-
I feel like Russians would be all over that. You know what I mean?
What? What does that have to do with Russians?
If somebody who's Russian is watching this, they're just gonna. they're
Yeah,
gonna be the
all our
Meredith.
Russian followers from North Carolina are gonna be pissed. Wow.
It's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland.
That makes sense. Not really. No. Okay, so why would
Can
you
we go to
hike?
Switzerland?
Why would you hike naked? Because Switzerland's really cold.
I was about to say,
You
like,
would
isn't
die.
it really cold almost all year long? Right?
And your gross parts would probably be the first to go
They're
out in the
not
cold.
gross. They're natural.
You sound like one of those like pro nipple girls. It's not gross. It's natural. No.
I'm not.
No.
Okay, that was.
Keep your clothes on.
Okay.
Keep it.
I'm-
In
I
Ohio,
will.
it's illegal to sell dyed chickens. Like chickens that are different colors, like that you've colored yourself. I guess this is an animal cruelty thing. It is. It's an animal cruelty violation. They say to buy peeps instead. That's hilarious. Also, in Oklahoma, you can't trip a horse.
Like
You can't.
stick
you
your
can't,
leg
like,
out in front of a horse and
oops,
go.
and, then, and just have the horse just eat it, like right there. You can't do that. So that's illegal. And I guess it's there are horse tripping events. There were horse tripping events in Oklahoma where they'd all get
There
together and
had
trip
to
horse.
be for that to be a law. There had to be. Some idiot was tripping horses and it's like, nope, illegal.
That's so cool.
If you
Wow.
are unmarried, if you are an unmarried skydiving enthusiast who happens to be a female, do not attempt to skydive on a Sunday. This seems to take marriage and sacred vows to a whole new level. Unmarried women that are caught committing this weird crime can face jail time and/or fines. And there's no need to run out and get married. Simply remain aware of the law, and if you do not agree with it, contact your state representatives to voice your opinion.
That's really weird. Wow.
Why Sunday? Is it because it's God's day? Like,
Yep, women
You know what I
cannot
mean?
fall from the sky.
love
on
you,
God's
JC,
day.
but like, what's going on?
Who's JC? Oh, is
Jesus
that Jesus
Christ.
Christ? Oh my God. Pate's gonna lose
Love
it.
you, man.
That's crazy. Wow.
If you've ever considered having sexual relations with a porcupine,
You may want to rethink
who tried
that.
that? Who tried that for it to be a law? Who tried that? Oh,
I'm just kidding. No.
Oh my God.
Not happening.
do not expect to park your elephant at the parking meter and avoid paying the fee.
Yeah, that you have to pay fees for like elephants and other exotic animals.
Oh,
in
my
some
pet
states.
elephant is
Dude,
just.
what is he gonna do?
I know. It's
So,
not good.
That's really.
These are
weird.
funny. These are
They're
really fun.
really
We could go
weird.
on forever. You want to
We
switch
literally
gears?
could. Let's switch gears. Just
Let's do it.
boom. That I just switched gears. So we want to have a great debate, okay? A friend of mine, Katie, was talking to me today, and she said, "You know what you should do, Spencer? You should talk about sports." And I looked at her. I said, "I don't know anything about sports. I hardly ever watch sports. I don't really play sports. I got to watch basketball or football or golf occasionally, but that's it, okay? Not very often. And obviously I don't play sports. I just don't." And so she was like, "Don't worry. You don't have to know anything about them. Just kind of know what the sport is, right? That's it. That's all you got to do."
Yeah.
And she's like, you need to take a list of sports and talk about which ones are real and valid and like deserve recognition as a sport and which ones don't, you know? And so I want to start off by saying water polo is not a sport.
Yes, it is.
Water polo
100%
is not a sport.
You tell me you can get in that water and play. What is it similar to?
Hey,
like,
can you swim and hit a ball? Yep. Okay.
Do you know the amount of leg and you have to. What is it like? What is it called?
Keep yourself afloat?
Yes. What is it called? Treading. You have to tread water.
Can you
Do you know how
tread
hard that is?
water? It's not that hard.
They are. Have you seen people who play water polo?
I shouldn't have come for water polo. I'm sorry. Okay,
It's 100%
let's change gears then. Fine. We won't
100%
attack
sport.
that one first. Underwater football. We'll attack that one.
Underwater
It is
football.
It's a real sport.
It's a challenge.
It's a real sport. Is it challenging? Probably. Is it a real sport? Do we on the WACK podcast recognize it as a real sport? No.
No.
You could throw a ball underwater and tackle people. You can't tackle somebody underwater.
You can barely breathe underwater.
You can't breathe. Yeah, she's got some secret formula we don't know about.
It's called
read it.
gills.
Pick one. We're gonna clown it. I swear to God, if you pick golf, I'm gonna get mad.
Golf isn't a sport.
Sport, bro.
Golf isn't a sport.
Golf is a sport.
But
Quit coming for me.
what
like
is
that.
cricket? Is it that
Cricket
thing?
is like
the
cricket.
thing?
No, that's like shuffleboarding.
Oh, cricket is
like
the thing with the balls.
the big like.
That's croquet.
That's croquet.
Then what's cricket? Is it like the big paddles?
Like a flat wood
Yeah.
bat, and it's like the three like sticks in behind and little pegs that you have to hit them all.
Yeah, so that's not a sport. That's not real.
That's not a sport.
It is kind of like baseball.
It's like baseball.
Ping pong
and
tables?
ping pong had a baby.
Ping pong is
Plus
not
baseball.
a sport.
Plus baseball.
Not ping pong.
Not ping. Okay, so
Ping
baseball.
pong's not a sport.
That shit's crazy.
Ultimate ping pong is insane.
Stone skipping? Is that a registered sport?
It is a registered sport.
ESPN 8, that's
Seeing how many people can
You're freaking lying.
seeing how many people can skip a
That's
stone. I think the world record's
unreal.
like 63 times or something like that.
Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
That is insane.
That's unbelievable.
So who thinks it's a sport? Raise your hand if you think it's a sport. It's called stone skipping.
Stone skipping, where you go.
I don't see any hands.
It's not a sport. Anyway,
Okay, so it's definitely not a
debunked
sport.
here on the WACK
Let's
podcast.
talk about cheese rolling.
Cheese
So
rolling.
get this, right? This is insane.
Pate is screaming.
So you get a bunch of people, like 60, 70, 80 people at the top of this hill, right? And you throw an entire roll of cheese. I don't know what that's called, like
It's
a
a
wheel
wheel.
of cheese.
Yeah.
You throw it down the hill and it just rolls all the way down. And your goal is to chase the cheese and be the first one to make it down the hill alive, toward like closest to the cheese. That's the goal. And I'm gonna put videos. When I go to edit, I'll put videos of the cheese rolling right here. Okay, that's where the cheese rolling is gonna be. It's gonna be
and
people.
we're back. How did you guys feel about
We're
cheese
back.
rolling?
Welcome back. Thank you
How
for
did
watching.
you guys feel about cheese rolling?
Cheese rolling is weird,
It's
right?
so weird.
Because these people are like straight up breaking their necks, their legs, their feet because they're
For
falling
a
down
wheel
this.
of cheese.
It's insane. I think it's a sport. That's definitely a sport. Like if I was
Christy
doing
is
something
cheating. She's
like
like,
that.
I love cheese rolling. It's so fun. You literally fall down the hill. It's so dangerous.
Christy,
What?
thank you.
Christy,
Thank you,
are
Christy.
you on something?
Christy is definitely on something. She likes cheese rolling. Okay, let's take it back. Football and basketball. What do we think about those sports? Does anybody want to clown on football or
I'm a
basketball?
huge football fan, so I can't
No,
clown it.
I think football is valid. I think basketball is pretty valid. What about diving?
Diving's hard.
Yeah, but
Diving's
is it a sport?
really hard.
Is it a sport?
Yes.
Why does everybody think it's a sport?
Oh, I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay, go for it.
Do you think dance is a sport?
No. Okay, y'all better watch out. Meredith danced for 12 years, or 15 years.
It's
in art.
both.
Yes, because if you were to tell me that playing piano is a sport, I'd be like, you're stupid. Because
No.
I've played piano for 12 or 13 years. No, 11 years, and it's definitely not a sport. It's an art. Just like dancing is an art.
Dancing is an art.
You can competitively play any instrument.
Dancing is an art.
It's an art,
I
but it's
will
not a
give
sport.
it that. However, the moment you can tell me you can put point shoes on your feet and dance across the stage without it hurting, I will tell you that it's not a sport.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Good, I actually have some point shoes for you to wear.
Excellent.
Connor?
I'm gonna be wearing. I'm just kidding. So okay, maybe I'll let that slide.
What I'm telling you, kudos to all my girls that are watching this from PSMD, Piedmont School of Music and Dance. I love you guys.
Shout out my dance crew.
Dancing is such a hard sport. I miss it. I am so much weaker in many areas of my body because I don't do it anymore. It's hard. It's really, really hard stuff.
Okay, so if we're gonna consider dancing a sport, do we consider cheerleading a sport?
Yes.
Competitive cheerleading.
Competing, yes. Okay.
Cheerleading, it depends on different levels, and I think dance is the same
like
way.
high school, I don't think so because
Like
they're
a
just
ballerina.
red hot, go basketball team.
Yeah, like woo!
That's nothing crazy.
But competitive cheerleading or competitive gymnastics, 100%.
Okay, I can get behind that. I can understand. Rock climbing.
That's a sport.
I see.
You can't be. Can you be? You could be competitive. Are there
Oh yeah,
competitions
I
and
know.
stuff like that?
I know several guys from work that competitively rock climb, and they're good at it too. They're built like
Yeah.
they are just shredded, and they are.
It's all upper body strength.
It's insane what
It's
they can do.
crazy. I love
So
rock
maybe-
climbing.
maybe-
I was
maybe
pretty
it
good at
is.
it when I was
Maybe it
younger.
is.
I did it when I was like 12 or 13. I love it.
Meredith has literally just done She's playing water polo. She dances. She probably plays instruments of some kind.
I used to play the
piano.
clarinet.
I thought it was piano.
Both.
Oh, okay. Same
I haven't
thing.
played piano since I was really young, but I used to play clarinet when I was young too.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What other sports? I'm looking at
We have
some
dog.
on
Okay, dog surfing.
dog surfing.
You train your dog to get on a surfboard and kill some waves. Do we think that's a sport? I don't think so. I don't think so.
If horse riding is a sport, then yes, dog surfing.
But you're not riding your dog.
It doesn't matter.
Like who? Yes, because you have to ride the horse for it to be like the horse riding event.
Dog racing.
Dog races aren't those like immoral and no?
No.
I don't think so.
Dog races,
You might be thinking dog fighting.
probably dog fighting. Dog fighting and chicken fighting are horrible.
Chicken. I love chicken fights. Those are fun. What are we
That's
on
crazy.
time? Are we pushing it?
No way. We're probably 13 minutes in.
5 minutes left.
Wow, that's insane.
What
Okay.
do you want to talk about for 5 minutes?
Your mom. I'm just
Marsha,
Hey, Marsha.
hi. Hi, mommy. Spencer. Spencer wants
You know what
to,
drives me up a wall sometimes? Mommy. I cannot stand that word.
What about daddy?
When it's like, I mean, okay, so when it's a girl calling her mom and her dad mommy and daddy, I'm okay with it. Not my favorite. I'm okay with it, right?
What about a dude?
When a dude walks up to me, it's like, yeah, I gotta call my daddy or I gotta call my mommy real quick. I'm like, bro, hand your man card, hand it over. Hand it, put it right here. You are no longer a member of the male gender. Like, hand it over. Because I know people that were like, oh yeah, I gotta talk to my mommy tonight. I'm like, whoa.
I just call my mom Ma. Like, I'll just call her and be like, Ma.
My mom, I think me and my mom have a special relationship. It's usually just, she calls me Doofenshmirtz so much. And she calls everybody in the house Doofenshmirtz. But my mom doesn't
She's
ever call me.
raising 3 boys.
Yeah,
I mean,
Doofenshmirtz.
bury it to her. Like, she's a
Yeah.
good mama.
Yeah. She calls me that a lot. And I don't know what I call my mom. Just mom. Mom. Occasionally I'll say Ange instead of Angie, but
Ange?
she
My
hates
parents
it.
hate it when I call it by their first
My
names.
mom is a little more okay with Ange, but if I say Eric, if I say my dad's name, I don't get a response. I don't think I've ever, because he just doesn't, I don't know why they don't like when we
I
use their real
literally yell
names.
at my dad and say Jack Haddock, and he just thinks it's the funniest stuff ever.
My parents don't think it's funny, but I don't think I've ever really gotten in trouble for
And
it.
it's funny because, like, when you're younger, you never think about calling your parents anything other than mom and dad or, you know, whatever.
much, yeah.
And then once you start getting older, like you realize like, oh, they actually have like first names that other people call them by.
Oh, I think like once you get older, you realize that your parents are people. Because like when you're younger, you're like, oh, they're just these really tall people
Like,
of authority
that tell me
above
what to do and cook me dinner.
They're not going to be there. Like when I turn 18, I'm going to move out and never see them again. That's kind of what
Yeah.
you think when you're younger. And
Yeah.
then when you get older, you're like,
Oh.
like Angie and Eric are cool.
Yeah,
Like they're
what's
my
going
friends and we can hang out.
I
And
feel like
yeah.
what was the age that you started to become? You felt as though you just had like a friendship more than like a authority parent.
17, probably 17 or 18. It's very
I would
recent
say
for
probably
me.
the same. Like especially when I started realizing I was going off to college, like
Yeah.
I started to consider them more as like a friendship.
Because you
type
finally get to
thing.
the point where you're having all these experiences that they have, and you're
Yeah.
finally reaching that adult status with them, and then they become your friends. Like
Yeah.
it's more of a
It's like you can relate to them.
like, hey, they don't get as like mad at you as much. They're more
they
friendly.
still tell you
towards
what to
things.
do,
They
which
still
I don't
tell you
know
what to do.
why.
Okay, if they're paying for your college and you live in their house when you come home, then they can tell you what to do. I mean, I still live at home with my parents. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well,
But yeah, your parents are your best friends, and they're really cool. Sports suck, and
it's illegal to
sleep with your donkey.
it's illegal to peel an orange peel in the bathtub past 7 p.m.
Okay, so if you guys plan on doing anything like that,
Don't tune into the WACK
Don't
podcast.
do
But if you
it.
go to jail, make sure and get the word out about it.
Yeah.
Of our podcast.
so we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We hope you have a great week ahead of you. We will see you next time on the WACK podcast.
Follow us on Instagram. Okay, bye.
Bye.